It's been a good life, and your time is finally your own. But what issues still need to be addressed? It's time now for Senior Moments, presented by Brasstown Manor Senior Living.
Welcome to Senior Moments, and I'm Robin with Regency Hospice.
And I'm Bobbie with Brasstown Manor.
And I'm Megan with Hiawassee Park Senior Living Community.
Oh, the crew is all back together. I love this bunch.
Hello.
So we got something special to talk about, of course, is Memorial Day coming up, and I always just kind of read it because I don't want to mess it up. So I will tell you, Memorial Day is an American holiday observed on the last Monday of May, honoring men and women who died while serving in the military. So, you know, we think of Memorial Day, thinking of veterans, we're honoring veterans, but it is the ones who have died while serving in the military. And Memorial Day this year occurs on Monday, May 29th, and it was originally known as Decoration Day. It originated in the years following the Civil War, and it became an official federal holiday in 1971. I really thought it was before then, but I guess 1971 is when it became official. And many Americans observe Memorial Day by visiting cemeteries, memorials, holding family gatherings, and participating in parades. But unofficially, it marks the beginning of the summer season. So not nearly as important as honoring the veterans, but that is the unofficial beginning of summer. I could have told you summer began weeks ago when it was close to 90 degrees. But we never know in the mountains, do we?
It's true. It's 50s this morning.
Yes.
I know. So, Bobbie, what have you got going Memorial Day-wise? What are you doing?
Well, Memorial Day, weather permitting, hopefully it's good. We're planning on a cookout, and that way we set tables up outside for all the residents so they can come out and enjoy the sunshine and fresh air and good food.
Good deal. And Megan, what you got going on?
Same. We have a cookout on Friday, a Memorial Day picnic with hot dogs and cornhole and horseshoes. So that will be a ton of fun. And then on Monday, Memorial Day itself, it's also officially Taps Across America Day. So at 3 p.m. local time on Memorial Day, people all across the country will pause for 1 minute to remember those who died in military service to the United States. We have a resident, Mr. Paul Taylor, who will be playing taps off the front porch of the clubhouse at Hiawassee Park, along with thousands of other musicians across America. So residents can come out on their porches and experience that. Just a moment to pause and remember what we're so thankful for.
Yeah.
And that's our freedom.
No, that's one of those that gives me chill bumps just hearing you say it.
Oh, I know, it does. Mm-hmm.
It's like on Veterans Day, you know, the 11th month, 11th day, 11th hour. Mm-hmm. My dad always said in school, when he was in school, when he was born in 1930, he said they paused in school for that minute, you know, to remember veterans. So, that is so awesome.
Yeah.
So that happens at 3 o'clock on Memorial Day.
Yes, just pause and take a minute and pray and be thankful and remember.
Wow, that's awesome. That's just absolutely beautiful. I love that. Well, all right, so we've got other things going on. Like for us this week, by the time the show airs, it'll be over with. We have the AARN meeting, which is monthly. I really want people to get involved in that as much as possible. Megan, you're always my contact. I give people your name and email and phone number.
Yes, thank you so much. So this Thursday, 10 a.m., at Hiawassee Park. It's the last Thursday of each month. This month, Shannon Larson with Comfort Keepers will be speaking. And next month will be North Carolina Hospice. So we're scheduled out through midsummer for speakers, and just really everyone.
You're scheduled on through July, right?
Yes.
We got us a good guest speaker in July.
Yes, we sure do. So everyone has something really incredible to bring to the table that they do to serve seniors in our area, the aging population. So we'd love to have you join us.
Absolutely. So come in. It's a free invitation to come in and see what it's about. You can join this system to get your name on the rack cards that we give out to hospitals, case managers, people who need to know resources in the community.
Yes, and it's not just medical resources. It's any kind of resource. It could be home modifications. It could be, the sky's the limit. If you serve seniors, if you have a service that you can offer, you can be on that rack card. And we print thousands of those a year. We do it twice a year. It's a brochure that goes out, and it's only $40 for an entire year's membership. So you can't beat that.
No.
And you're helping those that need it most. It's one source of resources that they can just pull out and look up a subject and say, okay, this is who I can call to get help.
Well, people may not really be thinking outside the box. They may still think this is healthcare focused, but people like Scott Glenn, a realtor, helping people transition up here to find places that actually accessible for them, like don't go to the top of the mountain to a cabin with 20 steps. It's probably not a good idea.
Exactly. Or helping with moving.
Yeah.
Helping with moving is huge. Go ahead.
No, I was just thinking so many resources that I never thought about before. Now, we've had unusual guests. Who would think a funeral home director would be a good guest?
Absolutely.
But Pamela is awesome. She answers so many questions that we have that we don't ask every day, but we're going to need the answers to one day. So everybody that we've had as a guest speaker has enlightened the people that were in our audience, in our group. That's something I didn't think about before. So we go everywhere from insurance to, like you said, home modifications, real estate. I'm trying to
Elder
think. Elder
care lawyers.
Yes.
Financial advisors. Coroner, she comes. I mean, that's incredible to know that our residents have something on their refrigerator. If there is an accident, when they come in, they can pull that off the fridge. It's easy access. She has a business card that goes in their wallet if you're in the car. Air med support. You name it. Hospice, home care, caregivers. Caregivers.
And speaking of caregivers, I'm going to put out there, we had our volunteer coordinator on the show, Dr. Barbara Honecker, not long ago, and she was just talking about volunteers. And thanks to this show, we had several people that inquired about becoming volunteers with us, and so appreciate that because it's a very needed service. It is something that our families, our caregivers for our patients need. They need a break, and they can use the help of a volunteer. But right now, we have openings for certified nursing assistants. So anybody out there who's looking, this is the type position. A CNA normally is working in a facility, nursing home, hospital. But when you're working in hospice care, there's an attachment to these families, and the aides end up being so close to the families.
Oh, no doubt.
Of course, once you've bathed somebody, you know all their secrets. They're really close.
But they do become family and friends. They truly do.
Right. That's it, exactly. Right. So I'm still with the company after 20 years, and I know there's great benefits involved. But people may not know that that's something we look for. A lot of the home care agencies now use their nurses to do the bathing and the personal care. We like having the CNAs because we train them specifically on that service, how to be a good listener, how to be an encourager, how to be somebody who makes sure you keep a person's pride intact while providing them with the personal care they need. So anybody out there, just call our office, and I'll go ahead and give the number now. I know I don't normally do that until the end, but 706-896-1251. Tell them you're interested in applying. We'd love to talk to you. So I know we've only got a minute left before we go to break. Is there events we're going to talk about on the second half?
Absolutely. Well, June 1st, speaking of loving on people, is Do Something Nice Day. So we got time to plan something around the aging population and what can we do nice for those that we love and care about, our grandparents, our friends, our families. So I think that's a good point to end on.
Yeah, and we'll talk more about that when we get back from the break.
Welcome back to Senior Moments, a program devoted to the challenges facing seniors, presented by Brasstown Manor.
Well, Megan, we're so glad you're with us. You can remind Bobbie and myself of what's coming up. We try to keep up, don't we, Bobbie?
Yes, we do.
Sometimes it's day by day, but you've got some good things for us to be thinking about right now. And June 1st, tell me again about June 1st.
Yes, so June 1st is Do Something Nice Day. So we're working on some plans to just love on our community. There are so many out there that are underappreciated and, pay it forward.
And do something nice. I love, of course, I just love the thoughts of that anyway, something good. But doing something nice can also be seeing a friend, seeing a coworker, somebody out in the community and recognizing something good about them and passing it along. I mean, I know maybe that sounds a little silly, but I remember seeing a girl one time that was working in a nursing home, and she was just helping everybody. She was doing everything she could to be good to these residents, take care of their needs. And I don't know, it was just really gnawing at me just to say something to her, and I did something about it. It was amazing, the job she was doing, and I really appreciated how she was treating those residents. And she almost cried. She said, do you know how much I needed to hear that today?
Oh.
That's doing something nice, too, when you take just a second and recognize somebody for all the effort they put in. Yeah, a kind word is being nice.
It is. Or send a card.
Yeah,
that's like a lost art.
It is, yeah.
And our residents appreciate cards so much, and my mama does. I mean, I know it just a few words.
We've gotten so used to sending a quick email or a text message.
That's true.
I'm sorry, as soon as I said text message, my brother was sending a text message to my grandson, wishing him happy birthday. And I was on the phone with him. He said, wait. He said, my thumb is too fat, and I can't get each letter. Give me just a minute. It was 5 minutes of him just trying to put his
happy birthday to your grandson.
Absolutely. But it was so funny, and at the same time I was thinking we're really relying on text and email. Cards are still amazing. You want to hold on to them, you know?
Yes, you do.
So good. It's not just me. I do hold on to them. I think they're special that somebody took the time and actually slapped a stamp on something with their words, things they wanted to say. And I never buy a card without actually writing something in there. I want to put something from me personally.
Oh, right. Or underline the important parts in the card, you know? You read them and pick them for a reason.
Right.
The words that they say.
And read them. I always stand there and read each card, till I find the right one that I want to send.
It's so true.
Yeah. Well, my mother-in-law always loved the cards more than she did gifts, like at Christmas or on her birthday. She would sit there and read through those cards and hold on to every one of them. Oh. It was special. It was from her family. And that's a good point. I mean, we just kind of need to get back to that a little, just a handwritten note. Even that would make a difference. And I know Bobbie would make a difference at Brasstown, wouldn't it?
Oh, yes, it would. Very much so. Mm-hmm.
Oh, all right. So do something nice day. I am keeping that one and putting it on the calendar. Like it. Maybe we can come back and talk about something nice.
That's
we know that happened that day. All right. So then we've got Flag Day coming up.
Yes, June 14th is Flag Day, and I've been working this week. I have 2 to record today. It's a montage of memories of World War II.
Wow.
Some of our HP residents were living at that time. Some are 4 or 5 and have memories of practicing drills in the hallway at school. But others have memories of living in New York, and their parents were seamstress, and so they made military uniforms.
Wow.
Their grandmother praying every day for her sons to come home. Some brought in newspaper articles from when the war was over. Memories of rationing and the incredible way that the people came together and rationed and didn't complain. They didn't complain.
Exactly.
Right.
They worked together for the cause, the war effort. And so
Yep.
it's been life-changing. Stay tuned. I plan to post that on Facebook on Flag Day because it's really going to be touching.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. No, I had forgotten about the rationing, and you're right. Everybody came together for that same cause. Man, we're far away from that right now. We've got it so good that
True.
we don't remember what ancestors have gone through. And like you say, without really complaining about it. I mean, it was like for our own good, for our freedom.
It's so true. She said, one of the ladies, Marie, said, my parents, they changed everything over to military uniforms, and so the people went without. You wore what you had, and you washed and you took care of it because she said you knew that they needed it more than we did. They'd send letters home from war, and they were all positive. They never complained because they wanted to lift up their families. So it's just really touching when you look back, and those are forgotten memories that we need to treasure.
So many.
And remind the new generation coming up of a different time. We're really lucky that we've got those stories and people that remember and can remind us.
It's so true. It's so true.
So, all right, then next coming up, now this is locally, so we're looking at July already, 22nd, 23rd.
That's right.
Home and Garden Show?
That's right, at the Towns County Rec Department, Foster Park. Starts at 10 a.m. on Saturday, July 22nd, 11 a.m. on Sunday, July 23rd. They always have a food truck. A lot of vendors come in. An assortment of home and garden resources will be there, so stop by and say hello. It's just a fun way to get out of the house, grab some lunch, and just see what local folks that have taken the time to put their booths out have to offer, support their business.
I've never been to one. So what are some of the things they put out there? What kind of vendors?
Sky's
What
the
do they do?
limit. Yep. So there's home builders, there's senior living will be there. There's local businesses, candle makers, restaurants, realtors.
wow.
AirMed is there usually, and then of course they have the really yummy pecan booths and the different snacks that you always get, the carnival style food that you miss from when you were a kid. Of course there's home goods like as pots and pans and knives and that kind of thing is there too. So really an assortment of all different types. Mountain furniture.
That sounds like fun.
Yep.
So you can buy things
can.
there then. Okay.
Yes,
It's
and they
not
do
just a show.
drawings when you come in the door, so you can win gift cards and gift baskets and money, and so it's a lot of fun.
Wow. All right. I love that. All right. Then we're going to move on into August now. I forgot what you said. August 19th? What's
Georgia
coming up
Mountain
then?
Fairgrounds Parade.
Oh,
So the
yes.
summer parade for the Georgia Mountain Fair. We actually won the float last year. That was so much fun. So, and our residents have a huge part at Hiawassee Park and come in and help decorate the float. We take several days the week before. This year's theme is Red, White, and Summer Nights.
Oh.
So, if you have not signed up to do a float or you want to be a part of the parade, now's the time to do it. It's a lot of fun.
Are you driving the truck?
No.
Okay. If anybody can, I knew you could.
I can.
Your daddy taught you,
He
so I know
sure
you can
did.
drive.
That's so funny. He sure did.
We'll give him credit for that. His daughter can drive anything.
I do walk and hand out candy, though. That's a long little trek. Our residents ride the float, but we do get out and give candy.
We
That's a
did
lot
that
of fun.
one year too, and it was so much fun.
Yes, those sweet babies with their bags waiting on the candy.
Oh, that is awesome. That's going to be good. Now, then we're going to move into your Alzheimer's walk, and we'll just talk a little bit now about it, but
Okay.
we'll have a lot more information as we get closer. So that's in September, right?
It is. It's our annual Alzheimer's event and walk, September 23rd. You'll be hearing more about it, but we get together and raise funds to end Alzheimer's, and we do that through a walk. We have a breakfast, and our residents come out. Their family members, students from the school system come and walk with us, and it grows every year. So we're hoping for a community-wide event. Everyone is invited to come and be a part of that event because I know that all of us are touched in some way by Alzheimer's.
Right.
Isn't that the truth? I mean, between the three of us, we know. We know what we see with our families, with our patients, residents. It is something that is hard enough on the person who has it, but the caregivers who go through so much stress and heartbreak, and their bodies get tired, their minds get tired, and their souls get tired. We've got to keep working towards this, not give up on this. It needs to be happening. I think this year, probably Bruce Willis is going to be something that maybe makes people think a little more about it. I was reading an article yesterday. His daughter was reading up on facts about dementia, and she was saying her daddy needed to be hydrated. She was making sure he had a bottle of water. I thought it was kind of cool, little things we can make people think about. But this walk will help us think harder on how we can defeat this terrible
Absolutely.
disease.
And any donations go directly to the Alzheimer's Association. This is not for us. This is for the cause.
Right.
Awesome. Well, that's the end of today. I can't believe it went so fast. If you need me, I'm Robin, 706-970-7442.
I'm Bobbie, 706-896-4285.
And Megan at 762-500-2021.
Awesome. I enjoyed being with you guys. Thank you so much.
All right.
Thanks,
you.
Robin.